Hi everyone, it is Monday, July 30th, and this is your tarot reading, your daily tarot reading from Maiden Circle Tarot. I am Morgana Braid, High Priestess of Maiden Circle, and if you'd like to learn more about what Maiden Circle is or what we do, check out the links in the description. I do hope you had a beautiful and wonderful weekend, and I hope that this full moon was one of growth and healing for you, if nothing else, and at the very least you had a good time on Friday. So let's see what our energies are for this day. And as usual, I will be pulling our overall energy from the Sacred Rebel Oracle deck. The other decks I am using besides the Sacred Rebel are the Witch's Tarot, the Nicola Ciccoli Tarot, and the Gilded Tarot. So if you're interested in learning more about these, check them out online. So if you're interested in knowing what I use, there you have it. I also have a couple of other decks that I may be bringing into different readings in the future as I learn to work with them. All right, what is our overall energy for Monday, July 30th, 2018? And I would, of course, like to thank you for joining me, and thank you to all of those beings, our higher power, the divine, whatever energies you believe in. For me personally, that includes Goddess, and that includes my guardian angels and the spirits that watch over me and my ancestors. And I would like to thank all of those beings and my higher self for the guidance that we receive through these cards today. So what is our overall energy? Today you have defend to the end the worthwhile. So we are familiar with this card, and it is saying, to stand up for what you believe in, stand up for whatever is worth standing up for. And often with this card, it is saying that your feelings or your beliefs may not be mainstream, or they may not be something that the people around you necessarily agree with. Stand up for it anyway. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for your goals and your abilities. Okay, so that's really what you need to focus on today. And with this owl here, the thing that you want to stand up for or defend, possibly a type of knowledge, a type of understanding that you may not have had before, that you may have just gained, and other people can't really see it. Other people don't see things the way that you see them right now. But this is telling you that even though you feel different, or you feel like maybe you're not seeing things the way everyone else is, you're on the right path. Okay? So let's see what our aspirational energy is. This is the energy that we need to kind of try to attain for this day, or the energy to look to, or the energy that we need to understand how we can overcome our challenges for this day. So what is our aspirational energy for Monday, July 30th, 2018? You have the Page of Cups. So whatever you're trying to defend, absolutely do it with the truth of your own heart, but be careful not to get too cocky about it. Be careful that you are staying grounded in your beliefs, and that you're not just standing up for something because you want to be right, okay? Make sure it's something you believe in. Make sure it's something that speaks to you on a deep, emotional, spiritual level. So let's see what our challenge is on the physical realm. What is our challenge on the physical realm? So this is your projects, your body, your work, how you respond to these things, how you deal with this. Whatever it is that could be holding you back on the physical level from reaching your ideal potential. You have the Sun. Interesting. You could be dealing with some loneliness with the Sun here in this position, It could say that maybe you expected triumph, you expected success in your work, and it didn't play out the way you wanted it to. And this could even be, if this has to do with a relationship, the end of a relationship, the end of a romance or a connection or a friendship. So the separation from you and someone else. And that could have to do with whatever it is you're needing to defend. It could be that you believe in something, or that you have certain goals for yourself, and the person you're with or the person you're around isn't supporting that, and it is time for you to break apart. But it's not inspiring the best of feelings for you. There's a sense of loneliness and a sadness for what could have been. So instead of getting this bright, sunny, happy feeling, this joyful above cloud nine that you wanted or expected from whatever task you were taking or whatever thing that you were doing, you end up building up that energy, building up that excitement, and then you were disappointed. Okay, so there's this sense of disappointment, there's this sense of loneliness, this sense of separating from other people, or broken promises, broken vows, broken engagements, broken partnerships. So let's see how we can overcome this. How can we overcome this challenge, this lonely lack of success? It could be also a fear of success, or a fear of actually creating the thing that you believe in. So let's see, how can we overcome this? You have the Tower, and you have the Page of Wands. So whatever it is, this thing that you, possibly a relationship, just because of what I'm getting here, and that doesn't mean a romantic relationship. That could be friends, that could be your job, that could be just someone that you're acquainted with and you have to spend a lot of time with, anything like that. This is saying that the destruction that you're facing, it's necessary. Okay, and yes, you're afraid, and yes, it seems probably a lot worse than it is. It seems disastrous, and it seems like everything is falling apart. But this is going to allow you to move forward and start anew. This is going to allow you to change your trajectory, change your path. And if this is about work, then it sucks to leave a job and lose that. But there's more ahead for you. There's more for you to do, more for you to learn, more for you to create. This is telling you that that destruction that is happening in your life is truly just change. Okay, you might be feeling lonely or isolated or separated from certain people or certain aspects of even yourself. And it is time for you to face those aspects or face those people and let the cards fall where they may. Okay, let things happen and fall apart, so that you can rebuild, so that you can create more for yourself. I am really getting that this probably has a lot to do with your work situation, or with the way you choose to spend your life, and that includes your career. All right, this is telling you that it's time to let yourself change. Destroy these things that you used to believe in. Destroy whatever it is that's leaving you feeling disappointed and lonely or lost, feeling like you had higher expectations for something. If this is a job, you may have had higher expectations for your job and thought, I could finally be happy at this job because I wasn't happy at that job. And then you realize that that's not the case, that you still hate this job just as much as you hated the last one, and they're very different. The reason for that is because neither of that is worthwhile to you. None of that speaks to your inner self, speaks to your soul and your heart. The work that you're doing, it's probably just busy work. It's probably just to make money, and there is no deeper connection in it for you. This is telling you it's time to destroy your expectations, destroy these ideals of money, this focus that you have on financial things or on material, this focus that you have on material things, and try to get back in touch with what's important to you and start anew. It's really time to try something new and different. So let's see what is going on inside on a deeper level. What's affecting or challenging you on the mental, spiritual, and emotional level? What is your challenge today, July 30th, 2018? So I don't always read jumpers, cards that just kind of pop out, but you did just get the Wheel of Fortune. So I'm going to go ahead and just place that there, and I'm still going to pull the card for your challenge. But with that Wheel of Fortune, it is telling me that your mindset, it's been going kind of everywhere, and you haven't been able to make a decision, which is probably why things have been so hard for you, because you've been making easy decisions because they seem like the right thing to do. But your decisions, your thoughts, they're kind of all over the place right now. And what you need to do is realize with the Wheel of Fortune that you control your thoughts. You control your reality to a certain extent. So let's see what is going on inside of you. What is your challenge on the emotional, mental, spiritual realm? You have the Three of Coins. So again, there's this sense of loneliness. There's this feeling of what you think you need to do everything on your own, and you don't want to take anyone's advice, you don't want to take anyone's help. You really just want to sit in your loneliness. And it could be that there's this voice in the back of your head that's telling you that that's how you're supposed to be, that you're supposed to be alone, that if you need other people's help, you're a failure, or that if you reach out to other people, they're not going to want to help you, and you're going to feel like you're whining, or you're going to look weak, or anything like that. There's something keeping you from reaching out and keeping you from wanting to work with other people and wanting to talk to other people and collaborate with other people on projects and on ideas. And you may have tried it on occasion, especially with this Wheel of Fortune. This is telling me that you've probably gone back and forth. You had worked with other people on certain things, but you never completed anything. You cut it off, or you just started ignoring it, or you felt like it was too much pressure to actually complete a project with another person. Whatever it is, you ended up pulling back and isolating yourself to the point now that the idea of asking for help, the idea of reaching out, it almost scares you. It makes you uncomfortable or anxious or whatever, what have you. And there is a part of you that's saying, you know, I do need this help. I do need to reach out. I do need to try to work with other people on these projects or on these ideas or on healing myself even. But you don't, there's a part of you that just doesn't want to. And right now, that's what's affecting you. That's what's giving you this discomfort, this disappointment. Part of you knows what's important to you, but another part of you doubts that. You doubt your capability of accomplishing that, of accomplishing whatever it is you've been sent to defend and create, whatever it is that actually speaks to you on an emotional level, and whatever new thing you need to get ready to start. You're still afraid. You're still holding back. You're still keeping to yourself and not sharing your ideas, not sharing your abilities. So let's see how we can overcome this. How can we overcome this challenge? So you have the Nine of Cups. This card always comes out when there's something like this. I swear, like every time, this is what you get. And you have the Four of Wands, right? So both of these cards are telling you to connect. Both of these cards are telling you to reach out to other people, to share your abundance, share your ideas, share your love. Okay, create stability in your relationships with other people. Don't push people away. Don't cut people off if there is a problem. Again, this is saying that that's what you've been doing. You've been pulling away. You've been isolating yourself. You've been feeling like there's been a breakup of whatever, of connections, of work, of relationships, of partnerships, of friendships. Something you've been pushing it away. And this is saying that to overcome this isolation that you've been feeling, to overcome this fear and this self-doubt that you've been dealing with, you need to reach out. You need to share your love. And that's probably part of what it is that you need to defend, because this is saying it needs to be something that touches your heart. It needs to be something that really inspires you on a spiritual and emotional level. And a lot of the time that has to do with the people that we're around, that has to do with the people we're working with, and how we experience our relationships. So this is telling you to defend your love and defend your emotions and defend what's important to you. This is also saying to defend against that negative voice inside of you, to defend against that fear that's holding you back and that back and forth mind switching that you've been doing, okay? To fight for what's worth fighting for, even if it's difficult. And the way for you to do that is by sharing your love, creating stability in your life and in your relationships, creating comfort, and not just for yourself, comfort for others, comfort for the people around you. Opening your heart up to other people outside of yourself. There's a big sense with these two cards of isolation and of selfishness. And this is not what you're being told to defend. You're not being told to defend your selfishness, but to defend yourself, defend your abilities, defend your heart and your love. Celebrate what you've accomplished. Celebrate yourself. Okay? Reach out to people and call a friend. Go out for a drink. Watch a movie. Hang out. Laugh. Do something that feels good and feels fun with someone else. Okay? Reach out. Don't isolate yourself. So let's see what our energy is for the end of this day. What is our energy to close out this Monday, July 30th, 2018? You have the Eight of Swords, and you have the Five of Cups. So at the end of this day, you're probably still struggling with this Wheel of Fortune kind of back and forth energy. And you're probably still feeling like you've put in a lot of effort, you've put in a lot of work, especially for whatever it is that you need to let be destroyed and let end. You probably are feeling, like I put in all this time and all this energy and all this effort, and I got nothing to show for it. So this is telling you to look around you, look elsewhere for satisfaction, okay? Look within for satisfaction. All of this stuff you're dealing with, the traps you find yourself in, whether that's a job that you don't like, a relationship you're not happy with, a friendship that is one-sided, your own personal emotional anxiety or anything like that, all of that is something you can break free from. All of that at this moment today is something you are keeping yourself trapped in. Like, as bluntly as possible, you're doing it to yourself. You can get out of this crap that you're in. You can get out of this hole that you're in, this depression, this isolation, this job that you hate, or whatever it is that's holding you back. I am feeling a lot because of the Page of Wands that this has to do with a job. But, it may not. It could be any of those other things I mentioned. Whatever it is that you're feeling trapped in, that you're feeling like you're unable to find a way out, you're unable to see a way out, is because you're not letting yourself see. You're not letting yourself see the options. Again, you're not listening to any advice given to you. You would rather just kind of stay in this place of isolation, of being trapped in a life that you're not happy with. Okay, you're ignoring all of the beauty in your life. You're ignoring all of the possibility that exists for you and is waiting for you right behind this guy, you know? There is joy for you. You need to let go of the things that are no longer serving you. You need to let the foundations that you've built up towards goals that aren't good for you, you need to let them crumble. Let them fall apart and start something new. Try something new and use your heart. Listen to your heart. Okay? Reach out to people. Connect with people that you love. Connect with people who love you. Stabilize your relationships. Re-solidify your friendships and your relationships with yourself. Defend what's important to you. Defend your heart. Defend your abilities and your dreams and your passions, even if the person you're defending against is yourself. All right, that is your reading for Monday, July 30th, 2018. I do hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you did, as usual, like and subscribe, click the notification button. It's shaped like a little bell down there, and you will hear from me whenever there's an update on this channel. Thank you again, and remember always that I love you. Bye.